Now, a leadership dispute, among Gwari perishable goods sellers is threatening the stability of the only major perishable goods market in Jalingo. In response, the Jalingo Local Government Authority has set up a committee to resolve the crisis. The development was disclosed during a meeting organized by the Gwari Sellers to identify the root causes of the conflict and explore possible solutions. Our correspondent attended the gathering and now reports.
The Gwari business in Jalingo remains one of the most dependable sources of livelihood in the area, given the daily demand for perishable food items consumed by nearly everyone. However, the trade is currently facing several challenges, including land ownership disputes, revenue-related issues, deepening leadership crisis within the association. In a bid to address these problems, the sellers previously conducted an election aimed at producing a credible leadership capable of resolving the lingering dispute affecting the market. However, tensions resurfaced as members of the old leadership allegedly withdrew cooperation, a development the new leadership says could destabilize the association.
Khalid Jibril Abubakar, wadda ni nagaja Abdullahi Marigayi. I'm
a successor to the late chairman Abdullahi, who has been accused by the new Gwari leadership. We conducted our elections over the past year when the new Gwari leadership was not in place. Later, they formed a new Gwari association and accused us of mismanaging funds. Several attempts were made to reconcile the matter, but they failed due to selfish interests on the part of some individuals. My name is Muhammad Ismail from Aditya Anaise Gaskiya. What I want to advise the committee is to focus on the reason we are here. There is no need to narrate the entire history. You already know everything. The purpose of this gathering is to find a way to unite ourselves and become one. If that is not possible, then everyone should go their separate way.
Also speaking, a member of the Board of Trustees of the Gwari Sellers Association, Musa Ahmed Umar, said the election was conducted transparently and initially accepted by all parties before some members later refused to cooperate. He called for unity, warning that government intervention may become inevitable if the crisis persists.
Da yake ji a gari kuma har yanzu ta ce ni a gani na in har da gaske sulhun za a yi ko anan za a yi sulhu menene mulki.
We want them to come together and work as one, just as they have done for the past 50 years. We do not really understand what brought about this conflict in just a few years, especially with so many issues now overshadowing the unity they once had. The local government does not support what is happening. We want them to understand that in any activity, especially business, there must be leadership. Therefore, the local government committee has given both parties 24 hours to reconcile. If they fail to do so, the government will take a decision on the matter. They took us to the police station, hijacked our phones, and sold our land. They also connived with others to relocate our market, but that attempt failed. As a result, we followed due process and organized a new Gwari leadership. Later, they invited us to unite and continue with the old leadership, and we agreed. However, after 6 months, when it was time to conduct elections because the tenure of the old leadership had expired, they refused to participate. Of the new Gwari leadership was incomplete, despite the fact that we followed all required procedures and received full government approval. The real issue is that there is an advisor to the governor on religious matters whose father is one of their members. They are trying to use him to sustain their bad leadership, and we will not allow that.
The Reconciliation Committee set up by the Jalingo Local Government Authority urged both factions to recognize that the market serves their collective interest and that they have a shared responsibility to ensure its smooth operation. Chairman of the committee, Ahmed Shaibu, gave the parties 3 days to propose workable solutions, warning that failure to do so would compel the government to impose what it considers appropriate for resolving the dispute.
We are calling on members of the old Gwari leadership to cooperate with us so we can move the business forward. If I am chairman today, yesterday I was not, and tomorrow it will be someone else. Why not bear with me until the end of my tenure and then judge my performance? Leadership is vital in any activity. The name of our association is Sabor Gwari. The old leadership was called Adede Anayi Sai Gaskiya. There are also Gwari Sellers and Gwari Traders. That means the association has 3 different names and we do not know which one is officially registered.
The meeting was conducted in a peaceful atmosphere.